Battlefield 1's World War I setting is awesome. It's just the kind of change-up we need when we're down with the sci-fi shooter blues. But considering that the game's set 100 years ago, you might be wondering just how well the multiplayer loadouts will work out. Well, fear no more. DICE's Battlefield 1 weapon designer Julian Shimek opened up today about Battlefield 1's weapons classes. Multiplayer will feature 6 weapons classes including shotguns, SMGs, LMGs, sidearms, semi-automatic guns, and sniper rifles. Interesting history tidbit: the German MP-18 was the first ever submachine gun and entered service with the German army just months before the war ended. Shimek also added that a number of melee weapons will feature. This is in line with earlier information that melee combat will play a more prominent role in the game. The Brutal Trench Club has seen an awful lot of press lately. Shimek stated that the weapons in Battlefield 1 are more specialized, so there may be more to it here than spray and pray. He also detailed the gadgets and weapon customizations in the Q&A. Our gadgets may look different, but you'll feel right at home with them. World War I drove innovation, which resulted not only in things like tanks and armor-piercing rounds, but also in the sorts of medical and scouting gadgets that revolutionized the next century of war. Most weapons will allow you to equip bayonets or alter their handling, as well as changing your weapon sight's magnification. We also have amazing weapon skins, which we'll talk more about in the coming months. Battlefield 1 launches this October for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Call of Duty has been going on for so long, and for all that time, it has been using the exact same engine, only with little tweaks to keep it relevant every year. And yet, each year, there are those who doubtless hope that the series will upgrade its underlying tech. And what better time to do it than with the very first installment of the series as being made exclusively for next-generation machines. And yet, Infinity Ward have confirmed that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare will not in fact have a new engine. It will be using the same engine as each year, but there will be improvements as always. In the last 3 years, we've made continual improvements to our tech, explained Jacob Minkoff, the design director for the game, to Oz Gamers. We've overhauled our animation engine, physics, AI system, NPC behaviors, and more. We are doing a lot that has never been done in the series before, like seamless streaming level transition, for instance, that allow us to go from ground combat to space, and then inside our hub as a continual experience, so we needed to re-engineer our systems to deliver on that vision. We're also using physically based rendering, which means more detailed lighting and improved shading across the board. Surfaces in our game, from the hallway of a warship to the wrinkles on a character's forehead, will be seen more realistically and naturally than ever before. We built a new performance capture stage too. Our tech really lets us bring the actors' performances to life in a really cool way. We can't wait for fans to play the game for themselves. So we're not entirely convinced that this substitutes having an entirely new engine. Then again, it doesn't sound like this setup is lacking in any way, and this is definitely an engine that has worked just fine for the series, and one that the developers are probably comfortable with. So we're guessing there are reasons for Infinity Ward to stick with it. It looks like there may have been truth to all the wishful thinking and speculations regarding a remastered Elder Scrolls V Skyrim after all. As we approach E3 and more leaks point to such a thing actually existing, we get more and more excited. And today, we got another piece of evidence to add to the ever-growing pile, proving that an Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Remaster is indeed coming. This new evidence came in the form of a retailer listing by Base.com, a leading European retailer. According to this listing, the remaster is called the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Definitive Edition, and it will be releasing worldwide on PS4 and Xbox One on November 23rd. Side note, we can't be the only ones bummed at Bethesda missing a chance to launch it on November 11th, exactly 5 years after the original game's iconic 11/11/11 release date. The listing more or less confirms it, though we should still wait on more details. Bethesda's E3 presser is going to be this Sunday evening, and Skyrim is likely to be confirmed then. For a very long time, we've been waiting for the return of Crash Bandicoot. In the PlayStation era, he was the mascot for Sony's console, and there's a generation of gamers that grew up playing Naughty Dog's Crash games, who want to see him return. Rumors and speculations for Crash have only grown more heated in the last few years as multiple winks, nudges, and teases have been spotted, and connections have been made where none may exist. The result is, at this point, almost all Sony fans are probably half expecting a new Crash game to be announced at E3, and they may even get the return of Crash exclusively on PS4, just not in the form they imagined. You see, Crash Bandicoot for PS4 has been leaked as a Skylander figurine. A retailer based in Singapore has put up a listing for this figurine, also noting that it will be exclusive to the PS4, and no, this retailer doesn't also have listings for games like Half-Life 3 or Gran Turismo 7. We checked. Is this the return of Crash Bandicoot you all wanted? Because we'll be honest, this probably entertains us far more than a new Crash game ever would.
Like this video? Why not give us a like and subscribe? We try and upload amazing videos almost every single day. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.